Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
Hello friends, I am Professor Dr. Himesh Doshi from PD Pandya Commerce College, affiliated with Gujarat University, Ahmedabad. Today we will like to learn about joint venture, accounting method of joint venture accounts. When a separate set of books is not maintained, dear friends, we have discussed the theoretical aspect of joint venture in the previous module, under which we had covered meaning of joint venture, feasibility of joint venture, features of joint venture, types of joint venture, benefits and limitation of a joint venture, difference between joint venture and partnership, difference between joint venture and consignment. In this session, we will discuss the method of calculating profit or loss and settlement of accounts between co-venturers as we discussed in the previous session. The going concern assumption does not apply to the joint venture, and the question of distinction between capital and revenue expenditure does not arise. Plant, machinery and other fixed assets when used in the venture are first charged to the venture accounts at cost, and on completion of the venture, such assets are revalued or taken over by co-venturers or sold off and shown as a revenue of the venture. Thus, the accounting approach for the measurement of venture profit is different. Co-venturers can maintain the accounts for the joint venture in the manner that suit them in a particular situation. Generally, there are two ways to keep records of a joint venture: when no separate set of books is maintained, when a separate set of books is maintained. So, we will see in graph accounting of joint venture, there are two parts. A, when no separate set of book is maintained. B, when a separate set of book is maintained. When no separate set of books is maintained. In this module, we will discuss the first method when no separate set of books is maintained for joint venture, and we will see the accounting treatment in the form of number 1, introduction of joint venture with introductory example. 2, journal entries in the personal books of a co-venturer. 3, one illustration to understand the accounting treatment of transaction of joint venture done by co-venturers. Generally, all transactions are recorded and all necessary accounts are prepared in the book of the firm by following the business entity principle. But as a joint venture is for a temporary period, co-venturers may decide not to maintain a separate set of books of accounts for the joint venture in the book of the firm. Under this system, number 1, anyone, or number 2, all co-venturers may prepare the joint venture accounts and other co-venturers account in their personal books of accounts. It does not mean that one co-venturer or all co-venturers open necessary accounts pertaining to the joint venture in their books. For example, there are two partners, Arun and Barun. They have started a joint venture and they will maintain books as per the given explanation. If books of accounts are maintained by Arun, Arun will prepare two accounts, joint venture accounts and number 2, Barun's account. If books of account are maintained by Barun, Barun will prepare two accounts, number 1 joint venture accounts and number 2 Arun's account. C. If both books of accounts are maintained by all co-venturers, Arun will prepare two accounts, joint venture account and Barun's account. Barun will prepare two accounts, joint venture account and Arun's account. For example, Arun and Barun entered into joint venture for the supply of 15,000 pieces of Bengal handloom saris to an exporter of Delhi at the rate of rupees 520 per piece. Under the first method, when no separate set of books is maintained and if only one partner, Arun will prepare accounts under their arrangement. Arun will prepare a joint venture account with Barun and Barun's account. They may also decide that both co-venturers, Arun and Barun, will maintain necessary account in their respective personal books of accounts. In this case, Arun will prepare a joint venture account with Barun and Barun's account, and Barun will prepare a joint venture accounts with Arun and Arun's account. Friends, here it is necessary to understand which rules of debits and credit will apply to the co-venturer while preparing the joint venture account and other co-venturer accounts. Joint venture account is a nominal account. The rules of nominal account debit all expenses and credit all revenues apply, and hence joint venture account is debited when purchases are made for the joint venture and expenses are paid for the joint venture. Here it is important to note that instead of debiting particular expenses accounts like salary, commission, carriage, wages, only the joint venture account is debited for all purchases and expenses. The joint venture account is credited for revenue for the joint venture and the disposal of closing inventory and non-current assets. Again, it is very important to note that instead of crediting particular revenue accounts like sale of goods, commission received, sale of non-current assets or closing inventory and non-current assets sold to partners, only the joint venture account is credited. The difference between the total of the debit side and the credit side is the profit or loss of the joint venture account. Co-venturer's account is a personal account. The rules of personal account debit the receiver and credit the giver apply. Hence, when a co-venturer makes payment for the joint venture for purchases and expenses, he becomes giver, hence other co-venturer's account is credited. When a co-venturer makes sales and retains the selling price with him, or when co-venturers take over closing stock or non-current assets, he is the receiver and hence his account is debited. For example, Arun and Barun entered into a joint venture for the supply of 15,000 pieces of Bengal handloom saris to an exporter of Delhi at the rate of Rs 520 per piece. Barun purchases goods for the joint venture for Rs 30,000 and pays wages and carriage for the joint venture Rs 4,000. If Arun is to keep records of joint venture transactions, now let us see if Arun is to maintain records of joint venture transaction in his personal books of accounts. For good purchased by Barun Rs 30,000, joint venture account debit by 30,000 to to Barun's account credit by 30,000. As it is purchased for a joint venture, the joint venture account is debited and Barun becomes the giver. Barun's account is credited in the book of Arun. For expenses of rupees 4,000 paid by Barun, the same entry will be passed as it is an expenses for the joint venture. The joint venture account is debited and Barun becomes a giver. Barun's account is credited in the book of Arun. The entry in the book of Arun will be joint venture account debited by 4,000 to Barun's account credited by 4,000. If goods are purchased for a joint venture for rupees 20,000 and carriage is paid by Arun rupees 1,000, Arun will record this transaction as for the purchase made by Arun himself rupees 20,000, joint venture account debited by 20,000 to cash account credited by 20,000. For carriage paid by Arun himself rupees 1,000, joint venture account debited by 1,000 to cash account credited by 1,000. For purchases and expenses, joint venture account is debited and cash is paid by Arun himself, who maintains accounts for the joint venture. He will credit the cash accounts following the rules for real accounts, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Now let us see if Barun is to maintain record of joint venture transaction in his personal book of accounts. As Barun himself purchases goods for the joint venture and pays out of his bank account, he will debit the joint venture account following the rules of nominal account, debit all expenses and he will credit bank account. Following the rules of real account, credit what goes out. So, Barun will pass the journal entry as joint venture account debited by 30,000 to bank account credited by 30,000. For example, for expenses paid by Barun for joint venture, he will pass the same entry in his personal books of account, joint venture account debited by 4,000 to bank account credited by 4,000. For purchases made by Arun rupees 20,000 and carriage paid by Arun rupees 1,000, Barun will pass entries as for purchases made by Arun, joint venture account debited by 20,000 to Arun account credited by 20,000. For carriage paid by Arun, joint venture account debited by 1,000 to Arun account credited by 1,000. At the end of the venture, the co-venturer's account is closed and the net amount is calculated either receivable from other co-venturers or payable to other co-venturers, which is settled in cash. Now let us see the journal entries for joint venture transaction in the personal books of co-venturers when a separate set of books of accounts for the joint venture is not maintained. Assume co-venturers of a joint venture are X and Y and how they will record transactions in their books. Let us see the accounting effect of different transactions. Now here transaction journal in the book of X and journal entry in the book of Y. First transaction, purchases made by X for the joint venture. So, in the book of X, joint venture account debited to cash or bank account credited. Same way in the books of Y, joint venture account debit to X account credit. Number 2, expenses for joint venture paid by X. In the book of X, joint venture account debit to cash or bank account credit. In the book of Y, joint venture account debit to X account credit. 3. Goods supplied from personal stock by X for joint venture. Joint venture account debit to sales account. In the book of Y, joint venture account debit to X account. Explanation for X. Here X supplies goods for the joint venture from the personal business stock. For X, personally it is a sales to a joint venture. So, X will credit sales account. Transaction number 4. Purchase made by Y for joint venture. In the book of X, joint venture account debit to Y's account credit. In the book of Y, joint venture account debit to cash or bank account credit. Transaction number 5. Expenses for joint venture paid by Y. In the book of X, joint venture account debit to Y's account credit. In the book of Y, joint venture account debit to cash or bank account credit. Transaction 6. Goods supplied from personal stock by Y for joint venture. In the book of X, joint venture account debit to Y's account credit. In the book of Y, joint venture account debit to sales account credit. Now, explanation. Here Y supplies good for the joint venture from the personal business stock. For Y personally, it is sales to the joint venture. So, Y will credit the sales account. Transaction number 7. Sales made by X for the joint venture. Cash or bank account debit to joint venture account credit. For sales, joint venture account is credited. Following the rules of the nominal accounts, credit the revenue. In the book of Y, X account debit to joint venture account credit. Explanation. As X is the receiver, his account is debited. Following the rules for personal account, debit the receiver. Transaction number 8. Sales made by Y for joint venture. In the book of X, Y account debited to joint venture account credited. In the book of Y, cash or bank account debited to joint venture account credited. Transaction number 9. Sales expenses paid by X for the joint venture. In the book of X, joint venture account debit to cash or bank account credit. In the book of Y, joint venture account debit to X account credit. Transaction number 10. Sales expenses paid by Y for joint venture. In the book of X, joint venture account debit to Y's account credit. In the book of Y, joint venture account debit to cash or bank account credit. Transaction number 11. Commission payable to X on sales made by him for the joint venture. Joint venture account debit to commission account. In the book of Y, joint venture account debit to X account. In the book of X, explanation is like this. For X personally, commission is revenue for him. So, X will credit the commission account. Transaction number 12. Commission payable to Y on sales made by him for the joint venture. In the book of X, joint venture account debit to Y's account. In the book of Y, joint venture account debit to commission account. Transaction number 13. Closing stock of the joint venture taken by X personally. Purchase account debit to joint venture account. Explanation. For X personally, it is a purchase. So, he will debit purchase account and credit joint venture account as it is a sales for the joint venture to co-venturers. Now, in the books of Y, X account debited to joint venture account credited. Transaction number 14. Closing stock of the joint venture taken over by Y personally. In the book of X, Y's account debited to joint venture account credited. In the book of Y, purchase account debited to joint venture account credited. Transaction number 15. Goods for the joint venture given as charity or destroyed by fire or stolen away or goods lost for any reason. Explanation is like this: no entry is passed as in X and Y both as joint venture accounts is a combined account of trading account and profit and loss account prepared in case of a nominal other nature of business. Profit and loss account is debited for the loss and trading account is credited for goods given as a charity or destroyed by fire or stolen away or goods lost for any reason as the cost of good goes out of business. Here joint venture account is debited for the expenses of the charity and loss, and also the joint venture account is credited for outflow of goods. Transaction number 16. Profit of the joint venture distributed between X and Y. Joint venture account debited to profit and loss account to Y's account. Explanation: X will credit his share of profit to the personal profit and loss account. In the books of Y, joint venture account debit to profit and loss account to X account. Explanation: Y will credit his share of profit to his personal profit and loss accounts. Transaction number 17. Loss of the joint venture distributed between X and Y. Profit and loss account debited. Y's account debited to joint venture account credited. Explanation: X will debit his share to losses to his personal profit and loss account. Now in the book of Y, profit and loss account debited, X account debited to joint venture account credited. Explanation: X will debit his share of loss to his personal profit and loss account. Transaction number 18. In the final settlement balance, amount paid by Y to X, cash or bank account debited to Y's account credited. In the book of Y, X account debited to cash or bank account credited. Transaction number 19. In the final settlement balance, amount paid by X to Y, in the book of X, Y account debited to cash or bank account credited. In the books of Y, cash or bank account debited to X account credited. Important remarks. Number 1. Whether any one co-venturer maintain books or all co-venturers maintain books, the profit or loss of the joint venture account shall be the same. Number 2. When all co-venturers open an account of another co-venturers in their books, at that time there can be two situations. A. Accounts will be settled in the book of all co-venturers. B. If there is a debit balance in the account of co-venturers in the book of one co-venturer, there will be a credit balance in the book of another co-venturer. Let us discuss the same journal entries on the book of all co-venturers when a separate set of books is not maintained. Illustration 1. Jay and Vijay entered into a joint venture business to buy and sell garment to share profit or losses in the ratio of 3:2. Jay purchased 200 bales of shirting at rupees 500 each and also paid rupees 14,000 as carriage and insurance. Vijay purchased 300 bales of shirting at the rate of rupees 450 each. Vijay paid rupees 20,000 as advertisement and carriage. Jay sold 180 bales of shirting at rupees 600 each for cash. Vijay sold 250 bales of shirting at rupees 580 each for cash. Jai and Vijay are entitled to a commission of 5% on the total sale made by them. Both are entitled to get remuneration of rupees 4,000 for looking after the business. The closing stock of Certing was taken by Jai at rupees 11,650 and the closing stock of Shooting was taken over by Vijay at rupees 28,000. The joint venture was closed and profit of rupees 3,000 was distributed. Past journal entries in the books of Jai and Vijay. Solution. In this practical example, we will discuss how journal entries will be passed in the book of Jai and Vijay. For better understanding, we will pass journal entries in the both co-venturers simultaneously. So, your first transaction, Jai purchased 200 bales of Certing at rupees 500 each. So, total amount will be 200 multiplied by rupees 500 each, it becomes rupees 1 lakhs. In the book of Jai, joint venture account debited by 1 lakhs to cash account credited by 1 lakhs, being goods purchased for a joint venture. In the book of Vijay, joint venture account debited rupees 1 lakhs to Jai account credited by 1 lakhs, being goods purchased by Jai for the joint venture. Transaction number 2. Jai paid rupees 14,000 as carriage and insurance. In the book of Jai, joint venture account debited by 14,000 to cash account credited by 14,000, being expenses paid for the joint venture. In the book of Vijay, joint venture account debited 14,000 to Jai account credited by 14,000, being expenses paid by Jai for the joint venture. Third, Vijay purchased 300 bales of Shooting at rupees 450 each. So, total amount will be 300 bales of Shooting multiplied by rupees 450 each, that becomes rupees 1,35,000. In the book of Jai, joint venture account debited rupees 1,35,000 to Vijay account credited by 1,35,000, being goods purchased by Vijay for the joint venture. In the book of Vijay, joint venture account debited 1,35,000 to cash account credited by 1,35,000, being goods purchased for a joint venture. Fourth transaction, Vijay paid rupees 20,000 as advertisement and carriage. Joint venture account debited rupees 20,000 to Vijay account credited by 20,000, being expenses paid by Vijay for joint venture. In the book of Vijay, joint venture account debited by 20,000 to cash account credited by 20,000, being expenses for joint venture paid. Transaction number 5. Jai sold 180 bales of Certing at rupees 600 each for cash. So, total amount will be 180 bales multiplied by rupees 600, amount will be 1,08,000. In the book of Jai, cash account debited rupees 1,08,000 to joint venture account credited by 1,08,000, being goods sold for joint venture. In the book of Vijay, Jai account debited rupees 1,08,000 to joint venture account credited by 1,08,000, being goods sold by Jai for joint venture. 6. Vijay sold 250 bales of Certing at rupees 580 each for cash. So, 250 bales of Certing multiplied by rupees 580, amount will be 1,45,000. In the book of Jai, Vijay account debited by 1,45,000 to joint venture account credited by 1,45,000, being goods sold by Vijay for a joint venture. In the books of Vijay, cash account debited by 1,45,000 to joint venture account credited by 1,45,000, being goods sold for a joint venture. 7. Commission receivable by Vijay. Joint venture account debited 5,400 to commission account credited 5,400, being commission receivable. Explanation: sales made by Jai are rupees 1,08,000, hence 5% commission on rupees 1,08,000 amount will be 5,400 payable to Jai. In the book of Vijay, joint venture account debited 5,400 to Jai account credited by 5,400, being commission payable to Jai. 8. Commission receivable by Vijay. Joint venture account debited 7,250 to Vijay account credited 7,250, being commission payable to Vijay. Explanation: sales made by Vijay rupees 1,45,000, hence 5% commission on 1,45,000 amount will be 7,250 payable to Vijay. Now, in the books of Vijay, joint venture account debited 7,250 to commission account credited by 7,250, being commission receivable. Transaction 9. Remuneration payable to Jai. Joint venture account debited 4,000 to remuneration account credited by 4,000, being remuneration receivable. In the book of Vijay, joint venture account debited 4,000 to Jai account credited by 4,000, being remuneration payable to Jai. Transaction 10. Remuneration payable to Vijay. In the book of Jai, joint venture account debited 4,000 to Vijay account credited 4,000, being remuneration payable to Vijay. In the book of Vijay, joint venture account debited 4,000 to remuneration account credited by 4,000, being remuneration receivable. Transaction 11. Closing stock taken over by Jai. Purchase account debited 11,650 to joint venture account 11,650, being the closing stock of the joint venture purchased. In the book of Vijay, Jai account debited 11,650 to joint venture account credited 11,650, being the closing stock of the joint venture taken over by Jai. Transaction 12. Closing stock taken over by Vijay. In the book of Jai, Vijay account debited by 28,000 to joint venture account credited by 28,000, being the closing stock of the joint venture taken over by Vijay. In the books of Vijay, purchase account debited 28,000 to joint venture account credited 28,000, being the closing stock of the joint venture purchased. 13. Profit of joint venture rupees 3,000 distributed by co-venturer in the ratio of 3:2. Joint venture account debited 3,000 to profit and loss account 1,800 to Vijay account 1,200, being the profit of the joint venture rupees 3,000 distributed by the co-venturer in the ratio of 3:2. In the books of Vijay, joint venture account debited 3,000 to profit and loss account 1,200 to Jai account 1,800, being the profit of the joint venture rupees 3,000 distributed the co-venture in the ratio of 3:2. I hope you have understood how the journal entries are passed in the co-venturer's personal books of account when a separate set of books is not maintained for the joint venture. Let us recollect the main point of this module. Let us sum up this module. In this module, we had a discussion on the first method when no separate set of books is maintained for a joint venture, and we acquired informations about accounting treatment in the form of number 1, introduction of joint venture with introductory example. Number 2, journal entries in the personal books of co-venturer. Number 3, one illustration to understand the accounting treatment of transaction of joint venture done by co-venturers. After having information about journal entries, in the next part, we will prepare necessary accounts in the personal book of co-venturers. Friends, you are advised to undertake regular revision of previous modules before attending the next module. Thank you.